When we write to files, it's very easy to overwrite a file if we don't do simple things like checking whether a file exists, and believe me, I have done this in the past myself. So in this video here we're going to look at file I/O and just some of the basics about how it used to be done, how it can still be done, and how it is actually done in, say, the HeapTrc unit. So just to give you an idea what I'm talking about here, let's just add in the HeapTrc unit, and we will have a little tiny sticky beak before we get into this little test program here. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm also in Linux now because Windows was just going too slow for my liking, and so I wanted to, do something a bit faster, and believe me, that Lazarus running on Linux is like a dream. So let's look for the word rewrite here. So, and as I said, here you can see basically that we're using, we've got some functions here like assign and append, etc., and these are the very operations we're talking about. Whereas in object-oriented stuff you might be using a file stream. Here we're doing it old style. So in this particular program here, what we've got is two functions. One will write a string out to a file, and the other will then just read the contents of that file. And we'll go into each of these functions here in a minute, but to give you the idea what the program will do, it'll ask you for a string to write to the file. That gets read into user input. The contents get written to that file, and will then be, after the contents are read, we'll then read from the file and they will get displayed to the screen. So here we are, first of all, when we want to write to a file, we use the assign file function. So this file here goes into this log file variable here, which is just of type text file here, and the next thing that we would do then is to rewrite. So rewrite will basically create a new file, whether or not it exists, and what we will also be doing here then is to look at the IOResult to determine whether or not an error occurred. In modern Pascal you can use try except code, and I'm not saying that's good or bad. The old-fashioned way would be to turn IO error handling on and off. So that's off and on here. We get the IOResult, and then if it wasn't not equal to 0, it means an error occurred, so we could then do something with that. And in this case here, all we're going to do is write the error code out to the screen. Otherwise, the message that was passed in will be written out to the file, and then the file is closed. So basically here you will have using assign file, and the opposite of assign file will be close file. The write line function or procedure that you can use to write text to a screen can also be used to write out to a log file. So that could be standard out, standard input, standard error streams, or in this case here we're using a file. And then like I said here, we are going to use the rewrite function. So let's have a look at that in action. So we're going to switch over to my let's go into the projects folder. So it asks us for a string, and we'll say hello world from FPC, and you can see that the if we now get a listing, we get the directory listing. We can see we've got the text file here, and if we were to look at that text file, you can see the hello world, and that was also written out by the program here. And how it got written out by the program, well, that's from this function here, which we will look at in just a moment. But before we do that though, what we will show you is if I were to run it a second time, and we will say goodbye world. Oh, this one here does actually use the append. Let's just rebuild this little program, shall we? and just see how fast that was. So that's blazing compared to Windows. So we're going to say goodbye all. Oh, we had some. We've added in the heap trace, that's why. But you can see the word goodbye all, and that was written out to the file compared to what we had last time. So you can see now that the rewrite does overwrite whatever is there, and that can cause a problem if you had a file which you wanted to, continuously append to if it were a log file. So when it comes to reading a file, again we will use the assign file and the close file functions to let's say tell us what files we're working to get a file handle. And in this case here we're going to open the file for reading by using the reset function. And in this case here, again we will use we've turned off our error checking, and we're going to use IOResult to get the error code before continuing on. And then basically we use the while not end of file with the log file. We're going to read a line, then write that line out to the screen before closing the file. So in this, when you saw those lines here being output, then basically it was read the contents of that file and read it line by line and output it line by line. But you can see in this last instance then the contents of the file was very much different to what it was previously. I'm just going to get rid of HeapTrc so it doesn't confuse us. And what I'm about to say then is what should I use if I do want to append rather than create the file from scratch. So typically what you will do in that scenario would be to check if the file exists and then call the append function instead. So if the file exists, then we will basically be opening the file in append mode, so it will open the file that has been opened. We're going to go to the very end to start writing, and then the new line gets written out to the file. So let us build this program again. Let's do and now we will do let's just go up to there, file IO example again. What do we want to write? So the last line was goodbye all, and so we'll say now welcome back. And now you can see now that the second line has been appended to the file, so from the previous line. Just to do it one more time, how can I help you? Won't worry about the typo. So again, you can see it's doing that way. So there are a few functions that you can use for where you can use that IOResult, and we'll see whether or not we can bring up a screen to maybe show you some file or other file IO functions that you can use. So I'm just checking these ones here. So here are some other functions, and if you want to look at file handling in Pascal here on the free FPC site, you can see other functions which can operate on files here. So where we were using the read line and write line, just read a line from file, you can actually read blocks with the block read and block write, etc. You can erase a file and some other functions here as well. So I'll put a link to this page into the video, and have a look at that if you want to learn more about that. So files are or being able to write to a file is fairly critical, especially if you don't have the libraries that may do what you want to do, and sometimes you don't need the overhead of adding in a library just to be able to write out to a text file. And like I said, this here is a little bit old school, but you are going to come across these functions in other units or libraries, and one such example is in the HeapTrc unit, and so it is very helpful to know how they operate. So that's about it for this video. I hope you got something useful out of it, and until next time, happy coding.